So hello, once again back, because the other day we were obviously here doing the front cover on the engine. Sumps now on, silicone sealanted, engine mount brackets on, and then over this side, this engine mount bracket's on as well. I was going to get some gaskets, make some gaskets for this, but because the airflow is going to be better through these, there won't be much pressure on these, or heat, or not as much heat, so I've just used exhaust paste for now, and they're a ground surface on the back side. So they're now bolted on nice and tight. The other stuff I'm going to sort out later, but we're putting the engine in, getting the engine mounts in place so I can get the gearbox on. Obviously I don't have I need to buy the flywheel one. So we can get the engine turning over and the ECU plugged in, because I need to get a log of the trigger pattern and make sure that's working with what I currently have on the ECU. Yeah, that's to check that, but engine's finally going in. So,
where's your nipple? So you need to stop it from going back down.
just rotate the handle. Yeah, there you go.
Right, got you.
So, obviously front end's been cut out because some people might know this had a little front end shunt. Nothing massive, just a little bit twisted, so cut this out. This will get a tube front end at some point. This makes it a bit easier getting the engine in and out. So, Tom's jacking the engine up. I'm going to pull the gearbox out so we can get the engine in easier. And then the gearbox can go back on with the starter motor and we can start cranking it over. Yeah, so that's the main goal for the day, and anything extra, cool. Mint. So I'm going to probably set this up now for a little time lapse of us fucking about with the car and getting it in place. Unravel this first before you get a photo.
And get this out the engine boot.
Yeah.
I'm just filming.
Yeah,
It's actually not out.
It's not up. That'll be enough of a slut for the engine.
Oh wait, no, yeah it is.
Oh, just sort it out.
Just made it worse. Oh.
So, amazingly, it's actually gone in there really quick. I need to do my head. Amazingly, it's gone in there really quickly. But there we go. Engine is in and mounted. The mounts are loose at the moment because obviously it's got some movement for when we get the gearbox in there. I'll leave that for now until it's actually fully in and it's tightened up. But yeah, engine's in there, and I can't believe it, to be honest. So those two I'll unbolt at some point, but this does start giving me ideas of where I'm going to position the radiator. I'm going to remove the front anti-roll bar, gives me more space for now, and I'll make something up at a later date. So the radiator I'm going to try and push back a bit, give me more space because of the alternator bracket, and then the oil cooler I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to cut some holes in the front bumper. But yeah, and I can't believe it, engine's in. It's fully built and assembled. It's in, so the only thing left to do now is oil lines. gearbox in, and then obviously I've got to do some stuff with the intake and the exhaust flanges and all that sort of stuff, but this is a big step. Anyway, time to see what's left to do. But if you're enjoying the series so far, which hopefully you are, or know people that would enjoy it, send this to them. Again, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like and everything. And I'm hoping I have this for Goodwood retrorides. So if you're going to be at Goodwood and you're going to be at retrorides, hopefully you see this and hopefully it'll be there. If it's not there, I will be in the Crown. The missus might be taking her RX-5, but we'll still see. But I'm really hoping I'll get this done. Anyway, on to the next stage. That is for the starter motor. I'm 99% sure that's the starter motor one. Mark 1 RX-5 starter motor wire, where the fuck is it? Yeah, that's the thick boy. Cool, so I need to cut that and splice it in down there. Then I need a wire for that trigger. Cool, so engine's in with the engine mounts tight, well, somewhat loose, but gearbox is bolted up with the starter motor, flywheel's on, only temporary for now because I need to turn the engine over with it hooked up to the ECU with the trigger, because I've got a few things to check from what Alex has said. So I know I've not got any oil lines or anything on there, but I'm just going to pour a load of oil down this one and down that one there, so the bearings have got oil for lubrication. It's only going to be turned over for a few seconds and check a few things, and then that's going to be it and done. Hopefully I'll get what I want. Hopefully the ECU says it's synced and it's picking up the trigger correctly as it should, and then the gearbox can come back off when the clutch is ready. But it means the engine's in here ready for the oil lines, fuel lines, everything else, which I can do in the week and tomorrow, because I've got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. So it's been a pain in the ass one. This ain't the end of it, because obviously I've got stuff to do tomorrow, and we'll see how far we get with this. So I'll be back to you in a sec. So, had some issues with the ECU not connecting to the laptop, so I'm going to take the ECU tonight, connect it up to my other laptop, which I've been doing a lot of work on with it, using the power supply and the loom, because there's power to the ECU and it's just being a fucker and not connecting. And because I'm using my one I usually use for tuning, the other one I've been using my gaming laptop for just sorting out the base map, and now I transfer that over. So I'm going to have to take my other laptop tomorrow, well, because I'm going to be back here tomorrow, so you'll probably not see a change in difference. But I thought, do you know what, it turns over smooth by hand, let's just see it turn over with the starter motor loose. Can you come hold the camera here? Cool. No, just point in that direction.
Yeah, but you didn't let me have a hand on it.
Oh, cool. Now what I'll do is I'll do a little fucking video for the TikTok. Cool. Let's turn this over on the starter motor. Hopefully nothing big. Okay, let's try again. Oh God. Cool. So let's do another little video. Oh fuck. No, why? Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Stop opening Instagram. Why do you keep opening Instagram for? There we go. Cool. So. Fucking hell, there we go. So, good morning. Again, I didn't do my hair last night, annoyingly. But I'll get that done at some point soon. So, today, which I guess is only a few seconds for you lot. I had issues with the ECU yesterday, didn't want to connect. I then powered the loom up, or the adapter loom up, and connected the laptop up, and it connected fine when I got back. So I'm going to attempt again today, and hopefully get this trigger pattern checked, and get a little log of it. Then I'm going to crack on with trying to mount the oil cooler, the oil filter location, and start doing the oil lines. And I need to look at the water pump as well, the water pump location, and some of the wiring, but I think the wiring I'm going to do in the week. So we'll see how far we get with this. Anyway, at the moment, my laptop's being a bit of a dick. and I'm going to put the bonnet back on. I've had some success. Obviously the power supply worked, it did crank, it did pick up on the trigger pattern. It synced and lost sync, which I've talked to Alex and work out why that is and whatnot. But that's that part done. What I now need to work out is why I'm having such an issue with powering. So whether there's not enough grounds or there's some other inherent issue. I know the ECU's getting power from somewhere, but it's not grounding. So I think it's a ground issue, which I do not have half the loom in the car at the moment as it is. So that I will sort out. But I think I'm going to probably do a little bit more now. And then probably it'll be more in a week, so we shall see how far we get. But that's been a bit of a pain in the ass, and I'm feeling sorry for the engine turning over without an oil pump, but then I do keep topping up the oil, so it should be alright. We shall see. So I'm just going to disconnect them, turn the power supply off, and unhook these wires, and then I'll sort something out in the week at some point. But what I need to do is I need to clean up some of the mess in here now, and then I need to start having a look at where I'm going to mount the water pump, the oil cooler, which I'm just going to weld in place with a little bracket. Then I'm going to cut some holes in the bumper, and I need to work out how much oil, how much AN lines I've got, because I've got a feeling just this length is not going to be enough. I'm going to need a hell of a lot more. I'm going to probably need to order another one of these. So I'm probably going to order another one of these blue ones, and then probably another one of those red ones, because I would like to keep with the theme. The blue smaller lines, that's done. I only needed a small amount of that, but now I have got a load of black, silver stuff as well. So we shall see. But I need to start making up these oil lines, and then looking at the fuel system as well. I need to look at that. I'm going to take my intake runners home so I can make a gasket. I've got a load of gasket maker stuff, so I'm going to make a gasket with that. I need to Dremel and port them as well a little bit. What else do I need to do? I've got fucking loads to do. But yeah, I'm going to clean up now, I think. And yeah, get this oil cooler fitted in place where I want to get it fitted. So where I'm thinking, I'm going to mount the oil cooler. I actually had a nice little spot for it, to be fair. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to have the oil cooler mounted. If I can hold it up, I'm going to weld it. There's a little tab there, I'm going to cut that off. Now I'm going to have that just sit there. So what I'm going to do is weld it up that side and weld it across the top there. And then the oil cooler can sit there. It's in out of the way, it's not going to hit my wheel or anything, and it's inside the bumper, hopefully. So I might do that unless I can move it over a bit and then it's there underneath, which I don't know, I'm going to work something out in a sec. But yeah, engine's in obviously with the alternator bracket there now, covering water after it's been raining and pissing down, so I'm going to leave that be. I think it'll be alright. And then a lot of this week's going to be finishing a lot of stuff off. So I'm not sure actually. I'm probably going to end the video here and then just crack on, because trying to record everything on my own and do other bits and whatnot is a pain in the ass. As much as I love doing it, it's a pain in the ass. It takes a lot of time doing it. So I think I'm just going to crack on, smash out a load of work. And you might get a little update at the end of the video once all the mess is cleaned up and I've got somewhere with it. But we shall see. So if you don't see a little video at the end here, again, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, whatever. It's a huge appreciation that those people that are watching and following the build are doing it, and I appreciate it greatly, because it's giving me more and more motivation to get this going and running, to be honest. And yeah, I will be at Goodwood Retrorides this weekend. Whether the car will be running or not, I don't know. I'm going to get it trailered there, so even if it's not running, it will look a mess, but it'll have the rotary engine in there on display. Let's just hope we have it running. So yeah, anyway, and that'll be a nice weekend video actually. That's going to be a good vlog, part of this series I think, and also a day out. So anyway, we shall see.